Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, New Jersey General Assembly passed their gun control measure that we've been looking at, we've been examining, and wouldn't you know it, they led with something that you're going to want to see. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, Established Titles, and then we're going to dive in. The Established Title Packs give you 1 square foot of dedicated land in an estate in Edelston, Scotland, along with a certified crest like you see right here. This is based on a historic Scottish custom which will allow landowners to become lords or ladies, and if you act now, you can be in the LOA little plot so we can have our own little fiefdom. This is a fun and novel way to preserve the woodlands of Scotland. They work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for Our Future to support global reforestation efforts. You could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your plane tickets and also on your credit cards. This makes a great last minute gift, and they have couple packs which you can get adjoining plots of land together. In order to give the ultimate conversation piece for that special someone, Established Titles is running a massive sale right now. Plus, if you use the code Langley, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Langley to support the channel now. All right, my brothers and sisters, as I mentioned in the introduction, this is really interesting what they led with, because something that we say on this channel all the time is they will always tell you what they're afraid of. They always lead with what they are afraid of because they don't hide it very well. And what they led with in this bill is extremely telling, because we all know this bad boy is going straight to the court system pretty quickly right after the governor signs it, after it passes the Senate. But we're going to dive into everything, and if you guys could do me a favor, check out the new website we built, secondpress.co. It's in the description down there. This is something that I think you guys will like. I'd love your feedback, and it will help us circumvent any type of shenanigans that might get in the way of you and I talking. But enough about that. I look forward to hearing what you guys think. Let's dive into this bill, and I want to show you what they led with here, because like I said, it's extremely telling. Bill A4769, not reading those letters, Session 2022 and 2023, makes various revisions to requirements for obtaining a firearm purchaser identification card, permit to purchasing a handgun, and permit to carry a handgun, codifies sensitive places in which firearms and destructive devices are prohibited. And they also forgot to mention the $300,000 in required liability insurance that this bill that just passed the General Assembly, that is now going to the Senate, basically calls for and demands. But let me show you some stuff. This is, by the way, is when it was passed today. Here's the actual count passed by the Assembly, 43-29, with one person saying, nah, I'm good. That's what you're looking at in New Jersey. But let's keep going. Here's, like I said, they will always tell you what they're afraid of. Check this out. This is in the beginning of the bill before you even lay anything else out. Because remember, the whole point in redoing this was because the Bruen decision took a shellacking to the justified persons list. Check this out. The sensitive place prohibitions on dangerous weapons set forth in this act are rooted in history and tradition. Does that sound familiar? They are They are analogous to historical laws that can be found from the founding era to Reconstruction, which are also found in modern laws in many states. History and tradition support at least the following location-based restrictions on carrying firearms. Could that have been written more towards Bruen? That's what they're afraid of. They are trying to get in front of what they know is coming. This is going to end up the court system. They've thrown everything against the wall to see if it will stick. They're even putting in the preamble of this bill, or this act. It's okay. This is why it's okay with Bruen. We don't need to talk about Bruen. Why would we talk about Bruen? That's incredibly insane. This is really fine, right, guys? History, tradition, analogous, right? Oh, we're good, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let me show you a few of the places they're talking about. Again, they're trying to justify this before it even gets to a court, because they know it's going to. 1. Places that are the site of core constitutional activity, such as but not limited to the exercise of First Amendment rights, or that are otherwise vital to the functioning of democracy and our systems of government. That includes prohibitions of firearms in facilities within the criminal justice system. So nothing broad there, anything to do with democracy. Okay. We're going to keep going because that's not even the silliest one. 2. Schools, universities, other educational institutions where people assemble for educational purposes and for the purposes of teaching, learning, research, and the pursuit of knowledge. Again, this is the reason number 2 why they think it's okay with Bruen. There's many more. I couldn't even get down all the different prohibited places. Like there's 25 line items. I'm going to do that in another video. But right now, I just wanted to show you how they are preempting the court system. Parks and other recreational spaces, including locations where children congregate. Again, completely, well, that's not the right word. Let's see. Completely Broad. Let's just say broad. That's the easiest way. Completely broad in their application and their definition. They're leaving it broad on purpose. Where children congregate. They're pulling a little Washington, D.C., where they're saying, well, the children are on the metro system, and that goes to school, so therefore the metro system is part of school. This is the game that they're playing, but, they're trying. I'll give them that. 4, locations that protect vulnerable classes of people, such as the young and the frail. What's the definition of young and what's the definition of frail? Emotionally frail? Because there's plenty of that. There's lots here. Different protected classes of people. Yeah, okay. Here's number 5. Places where intoxicating substances are sold. Places where large groups of individuals congregate. And places where volatile conditions may pose a threat to public safety. Keep in mind, these are all the reasons and what they're leaning on to say this is why it satisfies Bruen, because these things are all historical. What I'm reading to you right now is their case in point. This is not the reason, this is not the places you can't carry. This is the reason of which they're doing it. Again, from the founding era to Reconstruction. They are trying to get in front of the Bruen decision. My personal opinion, they're failing miserably because they're just rewriting what they already had with a different preamble. But I got one more for you. Check this out. Various forms of transportation and public infrastructure whose safety, security, and stability are critical to supporting social function. That could be interpreted as a railway, a train car, a road, a bus, anything that has to do with public transportation or private transportation. Again, they're going down this road all in anticipation of them being in court to defend this legislation. This is going to be struck down. Wait until I show you tomorrow the 25 line items they put in this bill of where you cannot carry a gun legally in New Jersey, even if you have jumped through all the hoops and have the concealed carry permit in New Jersey, of course. This is akin to saying, no, you can totally carry anywhere you want. You have your Second Amendment rights. You can just carry it in this little trailer, but the trailer can't go anywhere. It's got to be on your private property, and the door has to be shut, probably unloaded. You got to keep it in the safe, but you have your Second Amendment rights. You can have that beer, but the beer's got to be in the fridge. It's got to be behind a lockbox inside the fridge. Can't have too many ice cubes because it's got too many ice cubes that dilutes the effect. The level of silliness here is off the scale, which is why I'm kind of playing this tongue in cheek. They've passed it through the General Assembly. It's got to go to the Senate, and then it has to go to the governor, and then probably just straight to the court system. I don't even know why they're trying to act like it's not going to go straight there. But they're trying their best to preempt this, and I wanted to show you their actual reasoning of how they are saying they're satisfying Bruen through history, text, and tradition. You and I both know it's going to fall flat. Everything is linked in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.